Yes, indeed. We are here so live and direct in the studios today. Reggae King Radio, the Boss Entertainment Show, alongside with the world famous. And we're not talking about famous, we're not talking about entertainer, we're talking about a person that definitely contribute strong positive vibes to the dancehall scene, and not only dancehall, reggae music itself. Some of them talk about it, but he's about it. His brand is about it. This is Mr. Chin from Irish&Chin brand.
Yeah.
It's definitely a pleasure to have you on the show, my brother. And before we go into anything per se, what we're definitely going to elaborate about, let us show our respect to Paulie. Paulie from Generation Son.
Yes, definitely.
As far as I understand, and as far as I listen when I listen to the show, I remember Paulie was on the show a couple times.
Yeah, he was part of the crew that we came up with. So it was myself at the time, of course Ninja, and then we had guest members, Germany, and of course then Paulie came on after a while, and it was just a vibe on the radio, trying to build a vibe with Sound Clash culture. At the time we weren't syndicated yet, we were just in Brooklyn on Red Hot Radio, and he did play a role just like everyone else who was part of the show at the time, added to the comments and the conversation and so forth. So definitely gotta say big up to Paulie, definitely a Sound Clash fan and enthusiast like myself, and also yourself.
Yes.
Someone who found his enjoyment in life in the dance hall, listening to sound, sling dub plates, and compete, just like what we are still doing here today. After I leave here, of course, I head down to Brooklyn to pay my respects as far as going to his viewing, his wake, and so forth.
Right.
You know what I mean? So again, another soldier in the music lost.
Right.
And we have to also acknowledge that it's not only the artists that we miss when they pass on.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not only the selectors that we miss when they pass on, but they're day-to-day movers and shakers of the industries, They may not be keeping events, but they support the events. They spread the word, Their knowledge of the culture, is still something that we tend to overlook, but we should not overlook, you know what I mean? So definitely Paulie speaks for all the above. Someone who was a mover and shaker of the industry, someone who attended as much clashes and dancehall events as he could, and someone that you could sit down with and have a great conversation about the culture of Sound Clash, you know what I mean?
Right.
So he will definitely be missed.
Because, I've been around the business so long, and besides Radigan, right? There are three people in the business that, if I'm missing some facts about the business, three people I like to listen to. And I'm not going to categorize them in 1, 2, or 3. I'm just going to call names.
Right.
Yourself, Paulie, and definitely Redface.
Yes.
So,
and you see, it's interesting because we're not the celebrities of the industry. We're not the selectors of the industry.
Correct.
We're not the artists of the industry. But we also have a first-hand knowledge of what took place over a period of time
Correct.
in the industry.
Correct.
So we documented mentally. We haven't wrote books or anything like that, but mentally we documented. Big up to Redface. He was, for many years, someone like yourself, a collector of audio.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that audio that he's collected over all of those years, they tell a story.
Yes.
So he read the book and lived the book through the audios that he collected, as well as being in the actual event.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Paulie is someone that, I'm not sure if he was an audio collector,
right,
but he was in the actual dances. He was flexing with the song man there.
Right.
And that tells another story. My story is told from being a selector to being an artist manager to being a promoter. So I get to tell a different side of the story. But each story is equally as important as the next. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So again, we emphasize the celebrities of the culture, and we should. But also we have other celebrities of the culture.
We're celebrities in our own perspective.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're not the ones that make the records, and we're not the ones that go on the posters and tour the world.
Right.
But our story about sound system culture is just as relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So big up to Polly, and condolences to his family. And again, big up to all soldiers of the music. Whether you are the star on the stage or you're the person who's documenting it in the audience.
Correct.
Just as important, you know what I mean?
Correct. And like big up Generation Sounds every time. Moving on to what's going on. Rest in peace, Paulie, and family, friends, and I'll definitely miss his contribution. But there's a saying, because they're at a better place, and all of us have to go there. Myself, I lost my mother recently, and I'm still going through it. But every day is a challenge.
Right.
So we have to say to Paulie, friends, family, just keep your head up, and in good love and faith for Paulie. And I'm not sure he wants that to happen. So let's talk about the big, great event. Because Chin, some really want to go in a serious interview with you.
See,
but we both of us have things to do. But I promise you, this door is open for you. And I'm Panamanian, so casa la casa. Anytime you're ready as a major, what you got to talk to me about? Because I know you got a lot to talk about. So let's talk about July 10th.
July 10th, man.
14 sounds, really, dude?
14
How
sound
did you do that?
systems. 14 sound systems.
It's not a stage show. Like, people usually come to Roy Wilkinson Park, right, in Queens, to enjoy, like, artists. Many artists have been here.
It is a stage show.
It is a stage show in our perspective for the world.
It's a stage show without artists.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a concept in which we are trying to push forward and create another platform for sound system culture. This is a stage show. Sound systems are going to be put on a stage, and they're going to be challenged to erupt the audience throughout their whole set, whether their set is 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's about entertainment. It's about every single one of the 14 sounds giving their performance. Now, when you go to a regular stage show, and use Beanie and Sizzla and Bounty and all your favorite artists for an example, Beanie can't go on the stage show and DJ Bounty Killer songs. Bounty can't go perform like he's Buju.
Correct.
They have to perform like they're themselves.
Right.
So what we're trying to put together is that Stone Love is gonna come on and he's gonna do Stone Love.
Correct.
Bodyguard is gonna come on and do Bodyguard. You know what I mean? Links, Mataran, same thing. Because each one of these sounds, although they might play similar music, they all have a different twist about them. You know what I mean? Different personality, different presentation of the music, different collection of music, different collection of dubs. Right? We are at a crossroads in sound system culture where, in order for us to go forward for another decade, we need larger platforms. We need to be stepping on large platforms in order to say to everyone, hello, sound system culture is still here, it's not going to go anywhere, and this is how we're proving it, For many years, World Clash has been the international platform for sound system culture, but it now comes a time after 15 years, 14 years, that we need another platform. Not only an irish&chin platform, but platforms. We don't care who makes these platforms, but these platforms has to be on a level, it has to be well orchestrated, well constructed, where the world can now see every sound system that steps on that platform. So this is not a conversation about an irish&chin platform. It's a conversation about bettering the sound system culture. How do we better the sound system culture? As promoters, as soundmen, we need to create platforms.
So okay, wait, 14 sounds, right? 14 sounds, you blessed them with a platform.
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you, we're going to talk about one sound at a time. You got time for that?
Yes.
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard is a sound system that is noted as one of the biggest names that has ever come out of the countryside of Jamaica. You know what I mean? Bodyguard has an undying fan base that follows them thick or thin. There's not many sound systems in the culture of sound system culture that has that undying fan base. No matter what, Bodyguard now have play for 5 years, and there's still people from them here Bodyguard them say Clarendon. Because it's their representative. You know what I mean?
July 10th, people. Yeah, keep on talking.
Sunday, July 10th, of course, inside Roy Wilkins Park, it is going to be what we call a Zubawooski.
Wow, I never heard that one before.
And when we say it's going to be a Zuba-wooski, it means it's just going to be crazy. It's going to be bananas. It's going to be a zoo out there, but it's a good way, in a good way.
Okay.
Everyone is going to be raving. Everyone is going to be, enjoying themselves. And we're bringing that whole Jamaican outdoor stage show vibes to America.
So, okay. We can't run through all of the sounds, but next level.
Next level. Now, here's the thing with next level. Next level is a sound system that has not only represented for Brooklyn in the juggling circuit, but they has also represented for the Soundchat brand.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're part of the Soundchat radio family, and we also wanted to include a sound system that was part of the Soundchat radio family. So Next Level takes that stage, giving you, of course, the best of the juggling vibe that they put forth in Brooklyn, as well as the local hardcore vibes that they have. You know what I mean?
Big up,
and also, it's our way of saying, yo, big up for the support that you have given us for the sound systems, for the Soundchat radio brand. You know what I mean?
So what about Addies? Addies, correct?
King Addies is another sound system that I look at like bodyguard.
Okay.
Undying fan base.
Correct.
The name just jumps out of the flyer. It doesn't matter who's playing.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
The brand alone.
It's the brand. So, we can go through every sound system who's on this flyer. But what I want you guys to understand is that in order to erect the show this year, in order to get the attention of everyone that we're trying to get the attention from, the approach that we took was to bring out the big brands.
Correct.
And get as much of the big brands together that we can. As much as them that was available, in order for people to say, wow, this is something that we need to pay attention to. Because maybe if we put maybe 3 or 4 brands and some very, very talented sound systems in the park, it might have not caught the attention of so many people.
Facts.
Right? When we build it from the ground up with these brands, next year and the year after, we can say, all right, we can ease back on some of the brand them and bring in some of the local talent, bring in some of the promising talent of tomorrow. But it's very important it was very important for us strategically to approach this situation, because guess what? You're going into a park that is known for stage show entertainment. With artists. It's not known for sound system culture.
Facts.
So when you do it, you want to do it the right way. You want to give it your all. And again, I apologize to the sound systems who feel that locally and internationally they qualify to be on this stage. And rightfully so. Many of them are so talented to be on the stage. But the execution that we decided to put forth this year is branding, big brand sound systems. And it's no disrespect to the sound systems that are talented but may not have achieved the brand yet.
You know what I love about this? I don't know, maybe I had a different persona of you. Before, I don't think, maybe it's wrong of Lee Major, but I never thought that you would explain that. You'd be like, yo, I didn't put you on it, so what?
No,
but now I see,
because collectively, it's not about Chin. And it's not about the sounds that Chin likes. It's about all of the sound systems collectively. One thing that we have to look at in the culture is that we have to move forward trying to create as less division as possible. Because the division has now started to become dangerous. Back in the past, can't do that. So Vibes in the Park on Sunday, July 10th is another platform where we display sound system culture at its best. And every year we'll come with a different theme and different sounds will be involved and it'll be a different energy. The younger upcoming sounds that's not branded yet, nobody feels that we're not real to them. It's just not your time
right now.
Right now we're building the structure. We didn't put in the windows yet. We didn't put in the floors yet. We didn't put in the paint yet. You know what I mean? We didn't put in the furniture yet.
So people, July 10th, make sure you get your tickets.
irish&chin.com or all leading ticket outlets. It's going to be serious inside that park. Lee Major, thank you so much for having me as part of your show. It's going to be a serious situation inside Roy Wilkins Park. And remember the word, Zuba-wooski. Because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a Zuba-wooski inside Roy Wilkins Park as we create history. The first time ever done in America and the first time done in the world on this level.
Correct. So we're inviting everybody across the world to come in.
So we're inviting everybody across the world to come in, and coincidentally, we have people who are already, you know, flying in for this, just to see, just to be part of the culture. So definitely thank you guys so much. Thank those of you who are listening for spending the time to just listen to me explain, you know, why we made the decisions that we made for July 10th. Give thanks, my brother.
Enough respect, my brother. You know, say I love and honor. Respect every time. Chin, Irish and Chin production. You don't know it, go already. July 10th. Make sure you're there, people.
Culture takes over Roy Wilkins Park when Irish and Chin and Irish Jam Radio presents Soundfest.